How's it going, people? It's Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Footy Show YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing all right today. So then, guys, Gareth Southgate has this evening announced his 26-man team for this summer's Euros. We've got a lot to get through in this, guys, but first of all, just before we get into it, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and let's get into it. So then, guys, just before we get into each sort of area of the pitch, I'm just going to flash in front of you the England squad that Southgate has picked. So there you go, guys. Just briefly, we'll go through the squad. So keepers of Henderson, Johnston and Pickford, with the defenders of Alexander-Arnold, Chilwell, Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker, with the midfielders of Bellingham, Henderson, Mount, Phillips and Rice, and forward strikers, whatever you want to call them, of Calvert-Lewin, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Rashford, Saka, Sancho and Raheem Sterling. So then, guys, let's just get into each area of the pitch in a little bit more detail. Then we'll start off with the goalkeepers. So the three he went with, as I said previously, are Henderson, Johnston and Pickford. For me, no real surprise in there. We all know that Pickford is going to be the number one and will start probably every game of the Euros unless there's an injury of some sort. Henderson is the obvious number two. And out of Johnston and Ramsdale, Johnston, for me, is the better keeper and has rightfully been picked. Let's be honest, the only reason why Aaron Ramsdale was in the 33-man squad initially is due to Nick Pope being injured. Ramsdale was never going to be good enough to go to the Euros. So, yeah, there's no real surprises in there for me. On to the defenders now then, guys. And for me, the main talking point is that Southgate has managed to fit four right-backs into this team. You know, Walker, Reece James, Trippier and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, that does obviously open up a debate as to what formation he may go with in this Euros. Is he going to go with a typical back four, or is he going to play with a back five like he did at the World Cup in 2018? It'll be very interesting to see that starting 11 against Croatia in a few weeks and just see what his thinking is around that. Obviously, Trent, as I've just touched upon there, did make the squad. For me, shouldn't be as much of a breaking news story as what it has been. I know there's been a bit of debate over the last few days on whether him or Trippier would go, but they've both been picked. I think what Trent offers us going forward is going to be a huge asset for this England team. You know, there will be games where even if he doesn't start, where he'll be able to come on and make a difference, get those good deliveries into the box, and hopefully cause the other teams a lot of problems. Unfortunately, out of the defenders, you know, we've got Ben Godfrey and Ben White who have missed out. For me, probably down to inexperience of being in this senior squad, which is understandable from Southgate, if I'm honest with you. And I'm sure that one day they will get the opportunity that they deserve because they do look like really good prospects for the future. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll get their chance. But other than that, I'm happy with the defenders that he has gone with. On to the midfielders then, guys. And first of all, I just want to say big congratulations to Calvin Phillips. You know, as a Leeds fan, thoroughly deserved. And I'm really happy for him that he's got his chance to represent England at the Euros. Henderson's been picked as well, which could throw a spanner in the works as to whether Calvin will start at the Euros. But still, nonetheless, I'm really happy for him that he's been picked. Main talking point from the midfield is that there's no Jesse Lingard. I mean, I don't know what else he could have done in order to impress Southgate here. You know, great second half of the season. The amount of goals and assists that he gave West Ham helped them along the way to get in the Europa League that they deserved. You know, a really good season from West Ham, and he was a huge part of that. Unfortunately, Southgate didn't see him in his plans, and unfortunately sends him packing. I mean, I'm sure that we'll find out tonight and over the coming days maybe why that decision was made. But for me, that's a confusing one. James Ward-Prowse gets left out as well, which for me wasn't a big surprise. We've got enough cover in the defensive midfield role, obviously with Henderson, Phillips and Rice. That didn't come as a surprise. But other than that, you know, I think Jude Bellingham 17 years old, gets his chance to play for England at the Euros. Really pleased for him and really much deserved as well. He looks like a top talent, and the amount of young talent that we've got in this squad is incredible. So then, guys, the final area that we are going to cover is the forwards. So no real surprises really as to who was in and who was out. Obviously, we found out this morning that Greenwood is out due to injury, an underlying injury that he had, so he'll be going back to Man United in order to get fit for next season. So all the other options, as I said, no real surprises. The amount of attacking options we have is unbelievable. Really good quality going forward, and hopefully that will prove to be the case in the games themselves. I mean, whoever he starts with, it's a really good forward line that we'll have, and even the players that can come on and make an impact off the bench is just great as well. So then, guys, just to end this video, I just thought I'd share with you my starting 11 for that first game against Croatia. So here we go. This is it. So we've got in goal, Jordan Pickford. Right back, Kyle Walker. Centre-back partnership of John Stones and Harry Maguire with Luke Shaw at left back. CDMs are Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips. I know there's going to be people that say Henderson over Phillips, which I fully understand. But as a Leeds fan, there's no way I'm leaving Phillips out of there. On the right side, we've got Sancho. Centre attacking midfield, Mason Mount. And on the left, Phil Foden. And obviously, the striker is Harry Kane. So then, guys, that's the end of this video. Please let me know your thoughts on what your starting 11 would be, your overall thoughts on this England announcement today. Please like the video, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.